We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ready to fire from the pistol. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Darisaw. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Breaking into the top 15, just one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll go to the ground. There he goes.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And the Blue Devils will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Freeman. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out, trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looking to throw. Trying to bowl his way in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From deep in their own territory, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Duke. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Firing to the right, complete.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next down's coming up.
It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Darrisaw. Looking to buy time. He's going to take off. And they'll knock him down. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. The Knowles come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. A little screen to the running back. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They'll leave it with him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Power football with the run. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Darasol. Gets it out quickly. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Snagged out of the air. Turning it on. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at second and 6. Looking to throw, it's Freeman. Makes the grab down the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The give to the tailback. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there, and just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. It's on target and complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to go up top. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. To throw, it's Freeman. He caught it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Blue Devils looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. trying to confuse the quarterback. Here's the give off the left side. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And the Seminoles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Give to the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Darrison. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And the Noles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that was a play where maybe the big target was open quicker or sooner than the quarterback had anticipated, but it's still no excuse to throw the ball off your back leg. You got to chop up your steps, you got to get a good base, and you got to step into the throw.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Complete out of the backfield. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Florida State.
The Seminoles come to the line trying to convert on 4th down.
Let's go!
Wide receiver going in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. To the air, it's Darrison. Starting to feel a little pressure. There he goes! Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Seminoles are threatening on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5, but there's always someone that seems to bottom out against those big expectations.
No question, Reese. And what's so disappointing, especially looking at this team's offense, is they're just not making the plays. They've got the guys on paper that look like they could be all...
Breaks into the open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Handoff to the lone back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Scanning the field, it's Freeman. He's got him. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Makes the grab on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half.
Florida State.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Blue Devils are in the hurry up. Gets it out fast. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
A lot of times the QB is going to drop back and try to make a big play, What's your safe option if nothing's there? Slip it to your running back, let him catch it, let him go get a first down for you.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Freeman. Quick completion on the out.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He's got it. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Field goal is good. And they go back on top. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
The Blue Devils with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're bringing the chop, they're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Dropping back, it's Freeman. Quick strike complete. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. Has past the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
To the ground, he's got it again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds a tight end. At the 35, he's got room. Wide open on the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Darrisaw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab past the marker. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, it's a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw again. Caught in the backfield, it's Fields. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Back to pass, it's Darrisaw. intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. The tag. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Blue Devils. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
First and 10 from their own 24-yard line.
29 Philly.
Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Darisaw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Noles will hustle to the line. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Good timing on the quick out. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Hall. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Seminoles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. James Madison may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Harrisonburg every time. The Dukes have been racking up road wins since the Mickey Matthews days, and they got another one today. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Duke. Looking to throw, it's Freeman. Quickly complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. fakes to grab. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. And the Noles moving quickly to the line. Quarterback making checks. Trying play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Trying to move them on the counter.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the air, it's Freeman. On target. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
The Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the 1st down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
And the Blue Devils are on the move. Running back searching for a hole.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. Heading to the end zone. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Penalty is on the D. I guess the good news is it didn't lose much ground. There's not much left. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football, to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here laid now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll move the wide receiver. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Freeman. Looking to get it in. Into the house. Touchdown, Duke. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Throws to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Gets rid of it. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And now on 2nd down for this offense. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Start from their own 21. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
To the air, it's Darisaw. Pocket breaking down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw on 1st down. He rifles one deep to the left. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The Seminoles want to move quickly. Looking to pass inside the red zone. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. Quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Florida State.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Flushed out of the pocket. He wants it all. Touchdown, Seminoles. Fit it in the window for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Looking downfield, it's Darisaw. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with